Today I'm going to show you something cool. But before that, let's stop teaching mathematics like it's invisible. For some students, if they can't see it, they cannot do it. They won't understand it. They do not have access to the content. So in this video, we're fixing that. Check this out. First, go to this website. You can create a free account and look, 1.8 billion simulations delivered. This is a popular app. If you don't know it, that's a problem. We're going to go for math and statistics, but of course, there's so many subjects that you can work with. 51 results specifically for math. Okay, so let's see which one we're going to use today. Let's go with inequalities. All right. If you are teaching a concept of inequalities, learners need to see this. So look at how cool this is. So I'm going to put one here. Look at that. And then I can align them nicely. And then the other side, let's put some more apples. Okay. And as you add these items, you can see the inequality at the top. 3 is equal to 3, and then you can take some out, and then the sign changes accordingly. And if you look below the sign there, it tells you what this inequality means. So you are not just telling the learners here, you are showing them what inequality means. And then we got some bar diagrams here that are also showing you the relationship between the two. You can add this number line here, which can also enhance the visuals. So different learners will be able to get access to this. Let's go check out another one. All right, so now we will go with integers, okay? So yeah, number line integers. So this one is pretty cool, all right? So I'm gonna go with explore, and then, okay, let's start with the fish maybe, all right? So look on the left-hand side. So we have a minus 53 meters here, which tells you we are below sea level, all right? And as you move it up and down, the values are changing. So the learner knows now what these integers mean, all right? And we can also put the absolute value, which shows us the distance from 0. So in this graphic alone, and at the top, you can see there's an inequality. If we add a diver here, and we take him out the water, changes to a parachute, and then we take him onto the cliff, you know, and you can also see the absolute value here, which is precise. So there's a lot of discussions you can have with kids here, inequalities, the absolute value, the negative and positive numbers. You know, these three objects, I'm using them now to talk about 3 different things at the same time. All right. One is above sea level, one is on sea level, one is below sea level. So now learners can see the application of your absolute value. Okay, let's check out another one. Most learners shy away from fractions. They run away from fractions. They are intimidating. So maybe let's look for a simulation for fractions. Okay, here it is. Now check this out. Let's go in there. Okay, we can choose the mode. So we're going to go with the intro. All right. So here we use this cake, cutting it into pieces, and these pieces are reflected as a fraction on the right hand side, which you can toggle the numerator and the denominator, keep changing the values, and learners can see what 0 over 4 means. This means there's nothing. So 0 divided by 4 is 0. 1 over 4 means it's 1 piece out of 4 pieces. 2 over 4, you know. This way, learners are able to visualize these fractions. So you're not just telling them, but you're showing them. And to make it this even better, you can give this to learners to experiment with, make observations, record their observations. So this way, you are making the concept of fractions less abstract. Okay, so this is another way that you can also teach fractions. You can see this peak is split into 6. I'm changing it now to 5. So 5 over 5 means it's 4. So this way the concepts become more easy for learners to understand. You are giving access to learners. And if you are teaching these international curriculums, you can see what is covered. You have additional resources down there to teach fractions, the topics that are covered by the simulations, objectives, standards if you are using American Common Core. There's just so much that you can do here as a teacher to make learning mathematics more meaningful. So now we can agree that differentiation is not about working harder, but working smarter. And this is how you do it. So try it out in your next lesson. and watch the changes.